MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. The Brewers will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Jason Vargas, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Milwaukee, center fielder Keon Broxton.
First offering on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, you have to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Cespedes, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run for Brandon Phillips. Second home run early in the year as the Brewers get on the board first. It's 1-0. Here's Ryan Braun now.
Ryan Braun.
As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Conforto is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Into the box now, Domingo Santana is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bullet back up the middle. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Brewers are on the board first. Yovani Gallardo is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Striding in, Asdrubal Cabrera, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Now another 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now in the box, Jesus Aguilar. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw
the first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Gone into the upper tank. It's a 2-run homer for Travis Shaw, number 17 for him on the season, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He grounds it sharply to third. To Cabrera for 1. Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play. Stepping up to the plate, Yovani Gallardo. Now here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run. Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Head-to-head history with Yovani Gallardo. He's totaled 18 hits in 54 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Bruce is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
One out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Gallardo's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Phillips is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a great half inning. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Ready for another chance? Keon Broxton, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 away in the inning now. Before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Here's Brandon Phillips. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Ryan Braun. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but
hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even.
Right there is Reyes. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. Here's 8, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Gonzalez behind, 0-2 the count now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Batting 8, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. At the plate, Jason Vargas. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Now here's his swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Phillips. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Pulled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But Dan, I question his pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe
high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone! These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty B. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. Seth Lugo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Standing in now, Giovanni Gallardo. High and deep to right center. Bruce on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Some guys back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Line toward the gap in left center. Cespedes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Brewers lead this one 7-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Ready with the 0-1. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Another 0-2 coming from Gallardo, and it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more, lifted the other way to left center. Braun has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding into the box, Michael Conforto. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Gallardo pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps in to get things started. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And that'll be a base hit for Braun. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. Riding in once again, Travis Shaw. And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one. And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
The batter, catcher, Yadier.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the... Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Ready now, Todd Frazier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds, and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2.
Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, and Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Here's a high pop-up. Phillips calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Keon Broxton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. Cespedes is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Juan Lagares is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Juan Lagares.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman.
In now, Asdrubal Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Shaw has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 9-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Anthony Swarzak comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So stepping in, Brandon Phillips. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's Ryan Braun now, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that's a home run into the top tank. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Cespedes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
First baseman.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hot shot toward third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Travis Shaw will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Comes set with the 0-1. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The relay throw won't get him.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he's safe.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Rocket to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box now, Giovanni Gallardo. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Santana moves over. 1 out. Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Jay.
Bases empty, 2 gone now, and here's Jay Bruce. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Yanked fouled off to the right. Gallardo sets his sights, ready with the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's up.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. Hit in the air to center field. Broxton's under it. And the inning is over. Mets strand one. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. 0-1 the count. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The three true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a two-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Cespedes is there, and he has it for the first out. Here's Ryan Braun now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Right there is Reyes. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. What a play for the second out. And now time is going to be called here as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field. And per Major League Baseball, we're not going to show it to you, but security's got him surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey. Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Bruce, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Here's Adrian now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down the first baseline. Aguilar takes it in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And good movement on the slider there from Gallardo. It's strike 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. sends that one out of play for strike one. Gallardo's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Mets. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Paul Sewell enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
So striding forward now, Travis Shaw. He, of course, has launched 3 balls over the fence in this one and possibly looking for number 4 here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. 0-1 the count to Molina. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Stepping in now, Orlando Arcia. Line drive to center field. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The relay throw, and he is in there. So digging in now, Giovanni Gallardo. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Fouled away. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Next for the Mets, second baseman, Asdrubal
Digging in to try it again, Asdrubal Cabrera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Broxton is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Left fielder, Michael.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
A little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
He got him as the Brewers go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
14-0 is the final in this one. The Brewers put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Giovanni Gallardo wins his 3rd of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Jason Vargas was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to The Show Nation.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Travis Shaw blasted 4 home runs as the Brewers took care of the Mets 14-0. Heading into the day, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, and the Brewers are in 1st place in the NL Central. The Pirates launched 3 home runs as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 8-7. At the start of the day, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, while the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. The Cubs completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 6-1. In the standings, the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, and the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East. The Cardinals completed the long 4-game sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-0. As of today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central, and the Cardinals are 4th in the division. The Nats continued to beat teams now with 11 straight victories as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 4-3. As of right now, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division, and the Rockies are atop the NL West. The Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 8-6. At the start of the day, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, and the Diamondbacks are atop the division. The Giant team hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 10-5. Entering the day's action, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Giants are 4th in the division. The Phillies racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-3. Heading into the day, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, while the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East. The Boston Red Sox had 12 hits as a team as they blew out Baltimore 8-2. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Red Sox are in 1st place in the American League East, and the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. The Cleveland Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-4. As of right now, the Indians sit in 1st place in the American League Central Division, while the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. The Yankees catcher, number 24, grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 6-5. At the start of the day, the Tigers are atop the AL Central, while the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division. The Kansas City Royals picked up 14 hits in total as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 5-4. In the standings, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, And the Angels sit in second place in the American League West. The Minnesota Twins totaled 11 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-6. Heading into the day, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are at the bottom of the division. The Seattle Mariners took an extra innings victory over the Athletics 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Mariners sit in fourth place in the American League West, and the Athletics are third in the division. Cole Hamels got the win and now has 150 on his career, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 7-1. At the start of the day, the Astros are atop the American League West, and the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.